lo que dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir y se suelta.
Today, we're going to learn to address the factor of giving 100% effort 100% of the time, having that urgency factor. And we're talking about older players, but getting into the habit of giving 100% of the time, giving 100% effort 100% of the time, should start at an early age. And in my opinion, coaches should encourage that part of training or game. There's not a lot of things you can control in a soccer game or in training, but a player can control his effort. And it starts at a young age. And we'll see a lot of players just going through the motions at an early age, and then as they develop, waiting to get to the game or scrimmage part of their training session, or if it's a game, giving a lukewarm effort during warm-ups and waiting to get into the game to kick it up a notch. Once again, in my opinion, I think that's something that if you don't start teaching the players at a young age, it's going to become a habit that they're going to carry as they get older, and it's going to basically become a bad habit that's going to follow them through their entire playing career. And it's going to affect their recruiting process. That being possibly getting recruited to play for a club team, a travel team, a high school team, a college team, or beyond that. As a college coach myself, that's something that we look at all the time. It's great for a player to have a skill, but let's be honest. Players that get at higher levels, they pretty much have quality skills all across the board. That's why they're at that level. The separation of the little things that a coach looks at is what makes the difference. So as a college coach, we look, or I look when I go scouting, the effort piece of the player, not only in the game, but during warm-ups. If I watch them training, how is their effort and their personality, their demeanor during training? And then I have to calculate and think what it's like when they come to the college roster. So the video that I'm going to show you guys here, it's a great video. I found it on Facebook. It just popped, and I thought that this is a perfect video to illustrate what I'm talking about. So this is the Spanish national team. They're all professionals. Okay, they're all professionals, and I want to show you guys how they do their activities. I understand they're professionals. But once again, if you want to be a professional, you have to have the habits of the professionals before you become a professional. So if you're at a young development age, yes, the initial stages are going to be a bit slow, but we want to push the element of giving 100% effort with urgency, okay, like we mean it, and not trying to get through training, which I see a lot of players going through the motions during training, and coaches are not emphasizing that, are not pushing the players, are not engaging them to go, to accelerate their pace. They allow them to go through the, through the training just for the sake of getting through the training. Again, please understand, this is not really intended for the younger age players. This is as they get older, and I want to say by the time they reach that 10-year-old age, okay, they should have that urgency in there. And then from there on, constantly push the urgency and the 100% effort. So let's watch this video. So as you guys can see, and let me just turn the volume down. They're doing a passing activity here, but look how the players are behaving. They're not just going through the motions. They're passing the ball, accelerating after they pass the ball. They're coming back to receive the ball. The urgency is so vivid in their movements. And once again, yes, I understand that they're pros, and let me just reboot this video. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I understand that they're professional players, but in my opinion, if you want to behave, or if you want to get to a point where you become a professional player, you should behave, and you should get that professional habit in you at a young age. Okay, so without me saying much, I think it comes out in the way they move. Look, they touch the ball, they're constantly moving. Again, these are professional players that are making a lot of money. So you could say that, hey, listen, they've earned their right to take it easy. But at that level, it's dog eat dog. You know, they are competing for a spot. Although they're on the national team, they want to be part of those starting 11. You know, they are impressing the coaches at every single minute. So once again, we can tell our players, even at the youth ranks, that your urgency, your effort, how you engage in practice, if you're really going out there and giving 100% effort, or you're just cruising through training, well, that's going to have an impact on your playing time. It's going to have an impact if you're going to start or not. And maybe that's how we can engage them. I know that, you know, in today's culture, parents want everybody to play, and God forbid, you know, your child doesn't play. There's payback, and I get that. Although it shouldn't be, you know, the game is a reward for the training, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, everybody should play. Everybody should play. At the younger age, it's a development thing. Everybody should play because the game is the best teacher. But as they get older, okay, you can't just, you know, come to practice, give a half effort, not be engaged, no urgency, and then expect to start because you have the best skills on the on the roster, on the team, if that makes sense. Okay, so again, in my opinion, learning how to give 100% effort 100% of the time and building that good habit at a young age will help the players. It'll become a natural habit through their development years, through their high school years, through the college, and further on. Honestly, if you are looking to play at a high level, even though you may have great talent, great skills, if you go in the field and the coach feels that your personality is just getting through it, it's going to hurt you. You're not going to get recruited. I see a lot of good players that come to our ID camps, and their personality is very laid back. Some of them are lazy, and they miss the opportunity. And then you'll get a call saying, hey, you know what happened? Well, how come I didn't get a recruiter? How come I didn't get a call back? You know, I think that I'm a great player. Yeah, absolutely you are. But when you went to that training session, when you went to that tryout, the urgency was not there. Everything that you did was, you know, gave me the impression that you were just getting through the training session to get to the game. Okay? Same thing applies, by the way, to the games. If a player plays a game and he or she is always waiting for the ball to come to his or her feet before they do something, the coach is going to draw the conclusion that you're a lazy player. You have to go and work for the ball. You have to go and support your teammates. You have to want the ball, not just wait for your teammates to do all the hard work, then pass you the ball, and then you'll do your share. No, you have to work harder when the ball is not at your feet. That's what's going to make you stand out. Working hard without the ball at your feet to support your teammates, to make your teammates' job easier. That's what coaches look for. And again, these things start at a young age, at the training grounds, developing good habits. This is the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it.